Now, hypocrisy. Let's look at hypocrisy. Nissan are to build 3 new electric car models in Sunderland with £200 million of state money. However, all these electric cars, I'm not quite sure how we're going to sustain them, because clearly Sky were putting out this story this week that the National Grid are going to be asking people, those that with smart meters, please could you restrict your supply because the grid can't cope, or the grid might not be able to cope. Now, they're saying it's only precautionary, so we mustn't worry. However, the Times, yesterday's front page was, don't panic, but stock up on candles, batteries and torches. Now, this came from Oliver Dowden, who is actually the Deputy Prime Minister, and I'd forgotten all about him. And he says that we need to be more resilient, and there's 89 possible UK threats. So I went to the National Risk Register to have a look, and they've got all of these campaigns going, the Run, Hide and Tell, the Weather Ready campaign, the Cyber Aware campaign, and of course we've got the emergency alerts. Now, I just went to the contents because honestly, there are so many risks. Oh, sorry, yes, just to indicate that it was Oliver Dowden that has presented this paper and he wrote the foreword. But I've just screenshot a couple of the contents, the pages of the contents, because honestly, it covers absolutely everything. Communities, terrorism, cyber attacks, biological, radiological, nuclear attacks, malicious attacks, assassination of high-profile figures, aviation collisions, rail accidents. Flip on to the next slide and you'll see some more drone incidents, flooding, grid, chemical release, water infrastructure failures. So as you can see, there's a lot of risks pertaining to the UK. So keep an eye out for those.
And can I just add, Debbie, and of course, what is all this doing? It's making people anxious and fearful across a whole spectrum of subjects. And if people are anxious and fearful, one, they're easier to control, and that's what the Behavioural Insights team then follow up with. But of course, if you're anxious and stressed, you're more likely to be unwell. So is this an attack on not only the minds of the population in UK, but their physical health as well?
Well, it is.